Lektion Nummer 2. Lektion Nummer 2. Nummer 2. Aufgabe 7a. Netzwerk A2. Netzwerk A2. Netzwerk neu A2. Aufgabe Nummer 7a. Aufgabe 7a. Nach dem Schulabschluss. Nach dem Schulabschluss. After the Schulabschluss is when you have final exams, and after the time of final exams. Nach is after. Sehen Sie die Fotos an. Look at the pictures, Fotos. Und ordnen Sie die Wörter zu. And then put them in order. So in this picture, eine Frau sitzt auf dem Rollstuhl. A woman is sitting in a roll chair. Auf diesem Bild eine Frau arbeitet im Garten und sie hat eine Kiste in der Hand. And she has a box of these flowers in her hand. I don't know what is this called. Ja, eine Kiste. Ich glaube, I believe, I think, das ist eine Rechtsanwältin. Aber sie studiert, ich glaube. She is a student of Jura. Jura is, she will be learning law and she will become a lawyer. A lawyer is called Rechtsanwalt and a female lawyer is called Rechtsanwältin. And this is Gärtnerin, a gardener. Gärtnerin. And this I don't know. Social worker. Sozial. Freiwilliges soziales Jahr. So she is doing a free social year. Okay, so I think names, I don't know where their names are. We have to listen to the, so the names will be in some listening stuff. Okay, but so names can be any names. She is doing Ausbildung zur Gärtnerin. So here is the Gärtnerin, yeah? So it's everything written. I did not see this. Ausbildung is vocational training. And she is doing the vocational training as a Gärtnerin. She will be doing she is doing a free social year. She will be doing Ausbildung, and in Ausbildung you get money per year from 900 euros to I think 1100 or 1200 euros. And she will be becoming a lawyer, and she is studying at the moment. Studiert. Yeah, here comes the name of this woman. Einen Beruf, an occupation, ein Handwerk lernen. Handwerk is something which you can do with your hands. Yeah, for example, some skill, hand skill, Handwerk. Sozial aktiv sein, to be social active. She is learning an occupation, Ausbildung. It says B. An der Universität studieren, to study in a university. Menschen mit Behinderungen betreuen, to help crippled people. To help crippled people. Behinderung is something is which is not a normal life. It has to do something if someone is born crippled, for example, and of course you cannot do anything, and that's why we can also call it like, for example, a person who is disabled, or we can say a disability of doing something. Eine Ausbildung, a vocational training. Eine Lehre machen. Lehre is for 3 years in Germany. That is study, skill learning, skill learning studies. It's also called vocational training, Ausbildung. And that is B. In der Bibliothek lernen, to learn in a Bibliothek, because there are a lot of books and you need them. There are different kind of books. In Rollstuhl sitzen. Rollstuhl is a rolling chair. Sitzen is to sit. Geld verdienen, to earn money. Earn money will be, I think, Ausbildung, B, because C is learning and A is doing free job. So they are not earning. Only Ausbildung will be, only the student who is doing Ausbildung, they can earn money. Verdienen is to earn, Geld is money. Jemandem helfen, to help someone. So that is A. This is free help. Vorlesungen besuchen, to visit lectures. Vorlesungen besuchen. Vorlesung, lectures. Hören Sie Radiosendung. Listen to the radio channel. Schule aus und nun. The school is finished. The school is finished and now. Und nun, and now, what to do? Was machen Maike, Fida und Sarah? So what are Maike, Fida and Sarah doing? Ergänzen Sie. Extend. Die Namen in 7a. So you will be writing the names in 7a. Aufgabe Nummer 7a. So from here, you can get to know what are the names of these students. So you will listen and then write the correct name, who is doing what. So my case information. Seit einem Jahr. Seit and Seite and Seit. Be careful with them. Seit is since. Seit with T at the end. Seite is capital S. This is a common noun. This is page. Seite Nummer. Okay, before every lecture I'm telling you this. Zaid. Zaid means R, and this comes with ear. Zaid ear or ear Zaid. All of you are, both of you are. Both or all of you. Both of you or all of you. Okay, be careful. Zaid, Zaite, Zaid. Zaid ear or ear Zaid. Seit einem Jahr bin ich mit der Schule fertig. Since 1 year, I have finished the school or I am done with the school. Nach der Schule, after the school, wollte ich, I wanted to, wollte ich, I wanted to. After the school, I wanted to. Weiter bei meinen Eltern wohnen. Wohnen means to live. Weiter. I wanted to live further by my parents. I wanted to live further by my parents. Weiter means further. Weitermachen, do it further. Weitermachen. Carry on. Weitermachen. It's a trennbarer verb, separable verb. You can write it together. Sarah, ich wollte eine Pause. I wanted to have a break vom Lernen haben. I wanted to have a break from learning. I wanted to have. Haben is have. Wollte is preteritum. This is past tense of want. Wanted. So Sarah says, ich helfe einer Familie. I am helping a family mit einem Kind. With a child. A family with a child. Vor 2 Wochen, Sophia says, vor 2 Wochen habe ich mit meinem Job angefangen. Vor 2 Jahren means before 2 years. Before 2 years, I wanted to start with my job. Anfangen, very, very important. Very important. Anfangen. Past tense, past perfect will be angefangen. Vor 2 Jahren, before 2 years, I began with my job. Anfangen. And this is a separable verb. It separates. Yeah. In present tense, you can only in present tense you can write an at the end. Angefangen will be written with helping verbs. You make perfect with helping verbs. Okay, and those helping verbs are sein und war. Sein und haben. War is also the part of sein. So sein means to be. I am, you are, he is, she is. And haben is I have, you have, she has. And here you will use sein and haben plus past perfect. With these two, you can make past perfect sentences. In A2 and B1, you must use past perfect sentences and verbs. This is important. Present tense, past tense. You have to use a lot of past perfect sentences in speaking and also in writing. A1 is gone. Markieren Sie alle Artikel. Mark all of the articles. Der, das, die. These are the articles. Und Nomen and the nouns in 7c. So you have to mark in 7c all nouns. Und ordnen Sie die Artikel in die Tabelle. So nouns are ja, Schule, Schule, meinen Eltern. Hote eine Pause von lernen. Okay, here lernen is also capital. It is written with capital L. So this is also a noun here. I wanted to have a break from learning. Ich helfe einer Familie mit einem Kind, with a child. Vor 2 Jahren, before 2 years. So ja is also a noun. Mit meinem Job. Job is also a noun. Meine Eltern zahlen meine Miete. My parents pay my rent. Miete is rent. So no, in nominative, der. Okay, wait. I will tell you. The articles are der, das, and die, and they will not change their forms. Der, das, and die. They will not change their forms. They will remain same because of ist. If there is a sein form, then what happens is all of these articles will remain same. Der, das, and die. For example, das ist die Frau. This is a woman. Because of ist, nothing changed. D remains same. And also das will remain same and der will remain same. You just have to learn the articles, der, das, and die, and then use them in the sentences. These articles are very important. You must learn articles so that you can change possessive pronouns too, and also definite articles and indefinite articles. Definite articles are der, das, die. Indefinite articles are ein, eine. Possessive articles are mein, meine. So now this is the nominative case. Now if there is a direct object in a sentence, then der will change into den. Only der will change into den in case of direct object. And also you need matching verbs which match accusative. That will come with the passage of time. You will take around 2 months to understand this, because you have to learn the verbs and articles. For example, ich habe den or einen. Ich habe den Tisch. Tisch is a table, and Tisch has the article der Tisch. And der will change into den because of habe, and this is a direct object. So there are plenty of videos. You can practice this grammar. Das will not change, and die will also not change. Das, ein, mein, and this is ja. Ja has an article das ja. Das ja. Das ja, ein ja, mein ja. Ja means year. Check in the internet. And same is the case with D. D will also not change. Only der will change into den if there is a suitable verb and direct object. And thus and D will not change. Of course, the verbs have to be there. D will remain same, eine and meine Schule. Eine Schule, meine Schule. Only in accusative, der will change into den, ein will change into einen, and mein will change into meinen. But you have to be careful that the name, the nouns you are learning, it should be having article der. And then when you use in the sentences, then der will change into den, einen, and meinen. Das will not change, die will not change. And the last one is plural. In nominative, you cannot write ein with plurals. Ein means a. Ein means a. And this is for singular. So that's why you will not use ein. Die Eltern, the parents. Meine Eltern, my parents. And here in accusative, die, again einen or eine will be missing here. We will not write because this means a. Only you can say meine Eltern, my parents. Same as in nominative. In dative, best is you just use dative with prepositions. Präpositionen. For prepositionen, you have to write here A umlaut. Präpositionen. N-E-N at the end. That's it. Mit der will change into dem in dative if there is an article. Ein will change into einem. And same is the cases here. Das will change into dem. And ein will change into einem. Die will change into der. Die will change into der. Meinem. My job. And einem Jahr. Den will be plural in dative case. And meinen Artikel, meinen Eltern. Mit meinen Eltern. This is a plural for dative. So just learn the prepositions, around 10 prepositions, or maybe 7 prepositions for making dative sentences. Just change these der into dem, das into dem, and die into der. So I did a mistake here, or wait. Yes, I am sorry. So you will write here, die will change into der, and einer. Ein will change into einer. And meine Schule. Only because of prepositions. So here are a few examples. Mit wem gehst du? ins Kino. Wem is whom? With whom do you go to the cinema? Mit wem gehst is to go. With whom do you go to the cinema? Mit meiner Freundin. Now see, mit meiner Freundin. This will be here. Die Freundin. Die Freundin will change into meiner. You can also say mit einer Freundin. That will be random friend. So this is meiner Freundin. This is with my friend. Mit wem geht er? With whom does he go? Mit wem geht er? Er is he. Mit seiner Freundin. With his friend. Sein is his. Sein. Just concentrate, you can learn it. Little bit complicated, but when you will read the text, then you will understand. Über Erfahrungen sprechen. To speak about experiences. Erfahrung is experience. Die eigene Meinung sagen. To speak about your own opinion. Etwas präsentieren. To present something. Etwas is something. Sagen is to say. Meinung is opinion. This is important. Please learn this word. So, was kann man nach dem Schulabschluss machen? What can one do after the school is ended? Sammeln Sie im Kurs. Sammel is to collect. Collect the information in the course. So this you can write as a homework. Man kann means one can. One can. Man kann eine Reise machen. Man kann ein Haus kaufen. One can buy a house. For example, man kann Party machen. One can do a party. For example, man kann einkaufen gehen. If you are fond of shopping, then you can say man kann einkaufen gehen. One can go for shopping, for example. So thousands of ideas. Please write as many ideas as possible so that you can learn. Hören Sie das Gespräch von Fida, Alex und Fabian. Hören, listen, Gespräch, discussion. Und antworten Sie in Stichpunkten. Stichpunkten are in small sentences like tips. Just give the answers in tips, not the whole answer. Wie gefällt Fida das Studium? So you will listen and then you can tell. Gefällt means to like. This comes out of gefallen. Very important word. Gefallen. Wie gefällt Fida das Studium in Leipzig? How does Fida like the studies in Leipzig? So it can be good or interessant, interesting, or schwer, difficult, for example. So listen and write. Only one word or two words. Was machen Alex und Fabian den Schulabschluss. Was machen Alex und Fabian nach dem, I think there is a word missing here, nach den Schulabschluss. After after the school ends. So what are they doing? Nummer 3. Warum möchte Alex nicht gleich mit dem Studium anfangen? Nicht gleich means soon, soon uh, as soon as the school finishes. So why does he why does he not start, or why is he not trying to start studies, or why does he not want to start? Warum möchte Alex nicht gleich? Gleich means soon, not as soon as possible with studies. And anfangen means to start. Was schlägt Fieder Alex für die Zeit nach der Schule vor? So this for at the end, that is for vorschlagen. Vorschlagen means to suggest, suggestion. Was schlägt Fieder? So what does Fieder suggest Alex für die Zeit nach der Schule vor? So for is separable. Now this is the prefix of vorschlagen. That's why for goes at the end of the sentence. So what are they suggesting Alex after the school? What shall he do after the school? Nummer 5. Warum findet Fabian eine Pause nicht gut? Why does not Fabian finds the break in during working good? So why does not he like the break? Was möchte Fieder mit Alex? What does Fieder like to do with Alex? Und Fabian with Fabian in Leipzig machen. So what do they want to do? Machen means to do. Möchte means want. So what do they like to do? Hören Sie noch einmal. Listen one more time. Welche Redemittel hören Sie? So Redemittel are the phrases, speech phrases, what they are saying. So listen one more time, and then you put a cross on these, in these boxes. Yeah, just put a cross. So it's a broken glass. It's a broken box. So you will be doing from corner to corner like this. Seine Meinung sagen. This means to speak about his opinion. Seine Meinung. That means he is giving the opinion. Someone. which is the third person. Ich finde this or that nicht gut, not good. Or ich finde this thing schlecht or toll. Schlecht is bad, toll is good. Das ist meine Meinung. This is my opinion. Ich denke, I think, or ich finde, or finde ich. So how do you find it? Gut, super, toll, interessant. So here you will use the adjectives. Very important. Zustimmen means to agree. Das stimmt. Okay, das stimmt, you agree with them. Das ist richtig, this is right. You agree with them. Genau, exactly. Das ist eine super Idee. This is a super idea. Ablehnen. Now, this was to agree, zustimmen, and this is reject, ablehnen. Das stimmt nicht. This is not correct. Das stimmt nicht. This is not like it should be. So einfach ist das nicht. So simple, it's not so simple. Das sehe ich anders. I see this other way around. I see this or I am seeing this other way around. Ich denke, das geht nicht. I believe, I think, it's not possible. Das geht nicht. So these were to put the cross on them when you listen. Lernen Sie die wichtigen Redemittel auswendig. Okay, they are saying just learn these, all of these what we have read just now by heart. Yeah, just learn it. Auswendig means to learn it by heart. Und verwenden Sie die Regel, sie regelmäßig. And you should use them. Verwenden is, means to use them regularly. Regelmäßig is regularly. So I hope you are understanding. Huh? Okay, nach dem Abschluss, after the okay, I'm just telling you this. This is after the course, the language course. Spanisch lernen, Spaß haben. Spaß haben means to have fun. These are all very important. Neue Freude finden. Neue Freunde finden, to find new friends. Für den Beruf später nützlich. It is useful later on. Später is later on for the occupation. Beruf is occupation. Nützlich is useful. Später is later on. Wieder lernen, to learn again. Keine Pause, no break. Number B. Eine Weltreise für ein Jahr. A world tour for 1 year. So what do you see in this tour? Andere Länder, other countries. kennenlernen, to get to know other countries, Erfahrungen sammeln, to collect experiences, Erfahrungen sammeln, to collect experiences, Alltag und Stress vergessen, to forget, vergessen is to forget, Alltag, daily routine things, and stress. Pause und Erholung. Pause is break und Erholung is like having relaxation. Teuer, feel allein. Teuer means expensive. Feel allein means being alone for a long time. That means maximum you're alone. Last one is eine Ausbildung anfangen. To start with a vocational training. All of these things are after the school, yeah? That means A levels. Eine Ausbildung anfangen, to start with vocational training. Berufserfahrung bekommen, to have occupational experience, or to get, yeah? Bekommen is to get occupational experience. Geld verdienen, to earn money. Von den Eltern unabhängig sein, to be independent from Eltern. That means you do not seek help from your parents. Keine Zeit verlieren, not to waste the time. Keine Zeit verlieren. Verlieren is to lose, not to lose time. Keine Pause nach der Schule. No break after the school. So verlieren comes from verloren. Verloren means to lose. This is past tense of verlieren. Sorry. Üben. Das Gespräch zu dritt spielen Sie das dann an. Okay, just leave it. You can practice this. Yeah, what I'm teaching you. Recherchieren Sie. Just do research und präsentieren Sie. And present. Eine Universität, a university oder eine Ausbildung. So search, research, and give a presentation about a university or a vocational training, Ausbildung. So these are the tip words you can use. Die Universität in any city gibt es, there are, there is, it is, there's, seit or since. So since, yeah, seit is since. Sie hat Stunden. So she has this many students. Studenten. Studenten. This Z is for die Universität. So look, der, das, die, er, es, and Z. And if these are coming in at the beginning of the sentence, then they will be written with capital letter. Er, es, and Z. So sie hat Studentin, sie hat so many students. Man kann dort zum Beispiel, one can over there, one can over there, for example, zum Beispiel, for example, so many years studieren or any occupation you can write here. Sie ist bekannt für, and this university is famous for. On the right hand side, Ausbildung. So you can write the presentations like this here, like this, presentations. Die Ausbildung zum or zur. Here comes the name of Ausbildung, vocational training. Dauer, Dauer is duration. This is very important. Please be careful and learn it. Dauert, duration. Man hat die Ausbildung in einem Büro, eine Werkstatt, gesehen, for example, or gemacht. Oh, not gesehen, gemacht, for example. Sorry. Yeah, one can also see that the Ausbildung is happening. So here it will be, oh, very bad. I am sorry. Gemacht. I have done. Die Ausbildung for as an office boy or office man or in a workshop, okay. In der Ausbildung lernt man. In the Ausbildung one learns. So what do you learn? One learns, for example, the technical things, and you can check this answer in the internet, yeah? The proper answer. It's not coming in my mind. Wählen Sie eine Präsentation CA, notieren Sie wichtige Informationen für einen Freund. Okay, if you want to write a presentation like 10A or you want to write that one, then you can write, and you can just note down for your friend important informations. Yeah, you can use German language or some other language, but I would prefer German language. Seite Nummer 23, page number 33. Okay, the time is over, I think. We'll do from here onwards. Thank you.